Just try not to play the music too loud. How can I switch that off? Uh, Big sale, personal readings. Hey John, hi Brianna, welcome. Drop a like, everyone. Say hello. Oh, that. There we go. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Thought I'd jump on live. I thought that maybe I need to take off a few days doing the big labor work because I am going to be traveling again tomorrow, so I don't have time to do that. And I need to catch up on personal readings too, you guys, because oh my God, yesterday I totally effed up. Yesterday was a big travel day for me, you guys, and I completely missed like personal readings, and I felt bad for people, and I basically gave them free readings. The ones that scheduled me a reading, I basically gave them free readings. I refunded their money for the inconvenience because yesterday I had scheduled readings, but I was traveling the whole day. It took like it took like a cab, a bus, a boat, a plane, and then the cab to get here. It was a long day. My travel day started yesterday at 7:30 a.m. local time, and we didn't get here until 6 p.m. Yeah. So, oh, look, there's my partner. He says hi. He is this guy. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna take a look and see what's coming in for you guys. I will take one question of readings for $20. I'm probably not gonna take that many of them because I still have personal readings to take care of because I'm way behind. Guys, let me tell you something. There's some powerful energies going on in the islands in Thailand. I mean, we've been going through some deep spiritual transformation here. It's been intense. It's been hard, but also it's been very rewarding because I learned a lot from the shadows that was coming from underneath, for myself, for my partner, even for my sister because she joins on this trip. She's here too. So, yeah. So yeah, you guys. So it's been a quite a challenging few days. If you guys have noticed that my energy has been a little bit off, it's basically because of that. Yeah, like while we were in Copenhagen, we were talking about some deep hard stuff. Yeah, that gave us a chance to kind of like reevaluate our situation. Yeah, our relationship. What more work needs to be done. Yeah. So I feel like something came out of it. If it didn't happen now, it would eventually come up, right? So I'm kind of glad that it happened now so that we could work on it um, from our own perspective, healing journeys. Yeah. I mean, Thailand is just, yeah, I was so surprised by Copenhagen. I was like, wow, this is such a healing place, such a beautiful healing place. And I got so much out of it in 5 days. It was hard working. I did my work anyway, but towards the end, I was just energetically just shot. Yeah, just so exhausted from the experience, but also, like I said, the experience was very rewarding. I'm trying to find a wire here for my charge for my iPad. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Um, I don't. Maybe should I use my iPad? It's only at 13%. Because I don't have my computer charging here, but it's full. Maybe I'll just leave out the iPad. Yeah, maybe that was meant to be. Okay. So let's see. Also, there's, I saw a lot of stuff in Copenhagen. I saw a lot of spirits, good ones, bad ones. I saw my shadow. My partner saw his shadow. My sister saw her shadow too. It was quite eye-opening. I mean, I've been to many places like that, but I didn't expect that from that place. It completely surprised all of us. Yeah, when someone gets triggered from their shadow, it kind of triggers someone else's shadow. So all of our shadows were triggered here. Yeah. So yeah. And now we're back in Bangkok. And then tomorrow we go back to Chiang Mai. And yeah, and then we're just kind of taking it day by day. We're not like I don't have anything planned out for more than a week. So just been traveling around like a nomad, uh, which is really great. It's pure freedom, pure freedom. So I'm just gonna make a list here. All right. Bum, 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 bum. And we're just gonna take a look and see what's coming for you guys this weekend. So just keep in mind, I'm not focusing on anything. Anything could come up. So we'll see what comes up for you guys. We're gonna go in order from Aries all the way to Pisces. And as I'm going down the list, all right, I will take one question readings too. Okay. So I will also timestamp that. And just keep in mind the one question readings, they're just really short messages. They're not like the readings that I do on my personal reading. So if you guys are looking for a way more in-depth reading, I suggest you guys book a personal reading, okay? Because these messages are not meant to be more than 3 to 5 minutes long. And just keep in mind, I am running a sale on all my personal readings for 50% off for June. Okay. So if you guys are looking for a more in-depth personal reading where we could work on stuff together, that it would be a better platform to book a personal reading. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a few signs, and then I'm gonna get into the one question readings. Okay, so I did see that I got payments. So let's start with Aries first. For those guys that didn't post your question into the payment, you guys could feel free to put it in the chat right now, and I'll get to it. Okay. So what messages do we have for hold on, I need to put the time frame for Aries. Let's start at eight. Okay. So anything could come up. What messages what messages do we have for Aries? What messages do we have for Aries? Actually, no, pretty key. My sister does chart readings though. Yeah, my sister does chart readings. I could connect you to her if you like. She's actually here right now. Yeah. So what messages do you have for Aries? It's all about Aries here. What's coming for Aries this weekend? What is coming in for Aries this weekend? Drop a like, everyone. Say hello. That'd be much appreciated. Just to get the algorithm going. What's coming for Aries this week? This weekend. What's coming for Aries this weekend? What's coming for Aries this weekend? So Aries, we have Justice, Libra energy, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is an indication that your foundation is being stabilized here, or it's being balanced out basically. This is a weekend where I feel like a lot of harsh truths are being faced here. Okay. So, one of the things I'm getting here is I feel like whatever's coming through this weekend, I feel like you're starting to make sense of it all. And I feel like it does have to do with your foundation, your money, your business, your work. Okay. So something is balancing out for you where things were unbalanced before, especially in the area of your money and your career and your finances. All right. Let's see what else you have. Five of Cups. Okay. There is something that I feel like there's something that you're very disappointed in. Yeah, Five of Cups here, but you're not really quite looking at it at this time. So I don't know if you're very disconnected or very disengaged from something that you feel that was really disappointing, all right, or that you feel like you were let down. Let's see what else. Here's the thing. I feel like what's happening, what I'm seeing is that this is really interesting because this is something that, I feel like I've been going through. So I could relate to this. I feel like I've been outputting so much energy. Okay. And I feel like it wasn't being reciprocated or that it wasn't being appreciated. And I feel like, I feel like that is starting to balance out or something like that, or that you guys could be realizing that, if you have been allowing this for a while, is that I feel like some of you guys may have betrayed your own integrity, okay, and your boundaries here, and that you guys are sort of like, taking the time to sort of like work on reaffirming your boundaries here. Because I feel like it's almost like an energy of like, I let myself down because I allowed this for too long. Let's see what else we have. We have the Page of Swords here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and also we have the Chariot. Okay, so this is really interesting here. I feel like I could relate to this. I have been looking for tickets for traveling, and I feel like some of you guys could be traveling this weekend. It could be that, it doesn't have to be like a long, drawn out trip, but it could be like a weekend getaway or a weekend trip or something like that. But yeah, I do feel like there's something that's balancing out here. I mean, a decision could be is being made at this time to move forward or to move away or to travel or something like that. Let's see what else we have. Three of Swords. Okay. There is something going on here with the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? And also the Empress. Wow. Does seem like you guys are leveling up in a way, or that you guys are learning from your experiences and that you guys are leveling up. I do feel like with the Three of Swords, why is the Three of Swords here again? I feel like someone here is very apologetic here for something that they did. Yeah, I don't feel like it was a situation where I feel like someone here got hurt, but more so that someone here could not provide or give back to somebody here. Okay. So it's kind of like one of those instances where you can't give what you don't have, right? So it's almost like an energy that someone here is not feeling supported, and that right now at this time regarding the situation here, especially in the area of your friendships, in the area of romance or family, like if you feel like you're outputting too much, like, someone here just feels unappreciated, basically, okay? And I feel like one of the things I'm getting here is I feel like some of you guys could be learning a lot from your experiences. What happens is that sometimes when we overgive, and especially when we overgive to someone that has dealt with a lot of pain and a lot of trauma themselves, right? They feel entitled to what they're receiving because they feel like the world owes them because the world treated them so poorly, right? So I feel like some here has been taken from you, but I feel like you guys might have had some sort of discussion here, and that or that there will be some sort of discussion to be had so that you guys can find some sort of balance here. Does that make sense? All right. So I'm going to do one more here and get to the one question reading. So Taurus. Okay. So what do we have for Taurus? What's coming in for Taurus this week? What's coming in for Taurus this week? What is coming in for Taurus this week? Or what's coming in for Taurus this weekend? If you guys could all drop a like and say hello, that'll be much appreciated. Balance and patience is so important. Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome and welcome. Say hello. Drop a like. Drop a likey. What's coming in for Taurus? What's coming in for Taurus? What's coming in for Taurus? What's coming in for Taurus this weekend? So with the Eight of Swords, Taurus, they feel like you guys are in some sort of mental prison at this time here. Okay. Some of you guys are really struggling here, especially in the area of your money. Okay. You may feel like you just don't know where things are going here. Okay. You may feel lost. You may feel confused. You may feel like, hey, my ships are not sailing in. I'm trying so hard here, but nothing's really happening. Okay. So there's something that you're dealing with here. I feel like something's not really moving forward, or that you're dealing with some sort of financial obstacle here where I feel like it's just the energy's stuck, basically. I feel like there needs to be some sort of planning. Yeah, I almost get the sense that something also this weekend that you might be dealing with here is that something's not going according to plan. So I feel like there needs to be an energy of being able to pivot and also being able to deal with the discomfort. Yeah. It's kind of like you have to kind of like reassess, the situation that you're in and ask yourself, where are the threats? Where is the discomfort coming from? Are there any things that's threatening your energy that's making you feel uncomfortable? So yeah, so I feel like I feel like there's a lot going on for you guys this weekend, and I feel like there's something that you guys have to face here too. What else do we have for Taurus? So with the Three of Cups, we also have the Devil. Interesting. Whereas I feel like that you are in a friend group right now where I feel like these people don't have your best interests. I feel like you need to be careful around these individuals here. I do feel like the people that you're dealing with here are people that could be really toxic. Yeah, and I feel like it's starting to show here. But I feel like you really need to be careful in around these people, in around these individuals here, because I feel like these people don't have your best interests at heart here, and I feel like you guys could be struggling letting these people go. Let's see what we have here for Taurus. So with the Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, someone here is dealing with some sort of mental health here, Taurus. I don't know if this is an energy in around you here, but I feel like someone here numbs themselves. It's almost like I feel it. I hate to say it, but there's someone in around you here that's kind of like slow reaction time. Like when you say something, this person like reacts really slow, or that this person gets it like much later on. Um, I don't know. I feel like you're almost channeling this person's energies, where I feel like you're kind of picking up the slowness here too. It's almost like let's say if you're in a relationship with this individual, like you feel like your life is not really progressing because they're energetically holding you back. Okay. So that does it for Taurus. Let's do the one question readings here. So Andrea, right? And I have Andrea, and I think I have somebody else. So let me do Andrea here. Andrea really quickly. Okay, and then we have Alex. Alex, can you post your question? Is Alex here? Alex, can you post your question? So Andrea, 17, 15. Okay. So what's coming in for Andrea in love for 2025? Just keep in mind, even though you're asking some questions, other things do come up. And just keep in mind, these messages are really short. They're not like the personal readings that I do on Zoom or through recordings, where people, book it on my website. What's coming in for Andrea in love? I feel like you need to take some time out to reassess your life here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you need to reassess your life. I feel like there's something that you're looking back on or that you need to look back on. It has something to do with your mistakes or something like that. Okay, Seven of Pentacles here, Three of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Are you thinking about someone? I don't know. I feel like you're feeling very lonely. Just keep in mind that because you're lonely, it doesn't mean that you're ready for a relationship. Yeah, if you're looking for a relationship to feel your loneliness, that is the worst possible reason to get into a relationship with somebody else here. Yeah, because this individual will not be able to fill you up. You know why? Because you can't fill yourself up. Yeah. So the person that you will attract basically will not give you what you want or what you're looking for because you don't even know what you're looking for yourself. You're looking for love, but you don't have the basic foundation or principles for bringing in love. Does that make sense? So you got to work on yourself. Yeah, you got to work on yourself. You got to invest your time and energy into yourself. Let's see what else we have. Eight of Wands. You gotta work on yourself, yeah, for the rest of the year here. I don't see new love coming in for you. I feel like this is more so about self-love here. Yeah, taking care of you here and focusing on your money here. I don't know if you're dealing with money issues because with the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles, this is about worries surrounding money or that there could be worries surrounding work. Enjoy your life. Have fun with it. Leave the past behind. Don't live in it. Okay? So I feel like that's the message I have for you here when it comes to love. All right. So, Andrea, I do hope that this was helpful. So let's see. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Dee. All right. Let me take this off. So, Alex, I'm going to do yours next after I'm done with Gemini. Okay. So let me do Gemini first, and then we'll do Alex. Gemini. Okay. What's coming in for Gemini this weekend? What is coming in for Gemini this weekend? What messages do we have for Gemini? Let me change the banner here. Gemini. Okay. What's coming in for Gemini this weekend? What's coming in for Gemini this weekend? What is coming in for Gemini this weekend? Yeah, I'm not gonna post whole signs today. I'm not gonna do my usual post because I do kind of need a break. I probably won't start posting until Sunday. Yeah, I do need a little break. So that's perfect, Alex. So you're getting 2 readings basically. Let's see. Okay, so Gemini. What's coming for Gemini this weekend? Gemini, Gemini. All right. So we have 7 of Swords. Okay. We also have the Judgment card. So let's say Gemini, with the Sun of Swords here, if you recently have been lied to or someone here backstabbed you here, I feel like you may be finding some sort of closure this weekend here. Okay. Yeah, you may be finding some sort of closure here, or that you may be coming to the realization that, there is a situation that you're in right now where someone here has not been honest to you or truthful to you. You could be closing out, or that you're about to close out some sort of cycle here. All right. It's kind of like, okay, this has happened time and time and time again. I'm not going to let this happen again, basically. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Uh, So we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and we have the Page of Wands here, Aries, little Sagittarius energy. I feel like what's important right now is for you to take some time out for yourself to introspect and self-reflect here, and to really work on your wounded inner child here, because I do believe that someone here, I feel like someone here comes off very, very, very mature here. Now, this could be you, or that this could be someone that you dealt with here. Somebody could come off very, very, very mature, but also at the same time, they're very immature. It's kind of like an energy. I feel like this person feels like they know it all, but then this person does not know anything. Like this person is like clueless. It's like I feel like this person could speak on, okay, you know, healing and transmuting and ascending spiritual transformations and stuff like that. But I feel like when this person does talk about it, they're not really truly applying it to themselves. Okay. And it's almost I feel like this person's showing off or that this person's putting on a show here. Let's see what else we have. 2 of Swords. Okay, 2 of Swords is a representation of confusion here. So I don't know if there's someone here that you're dealing with is really confused, or that it could be that you're really confused yourself. Yeah, you're really confused yourself. We have the 5 of Cups here. Okay. So I feel like with the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups here, some of you guys could be dealing with a disappointment in a romantic relationship here. I mean, you may feel like someone here confused you, or that you may feel like someone here lied to you, but you're finding closure. Yeah, you're trying to move away from the situation. We have the 2 of Cups. This is really interesting. I feel like someone here is like kind of wondering why, time and time again, that someone here keeps attracting this type of energy or this type of individual here. So anything that you attract, you guys just keep in mind, this is a basic principle that anything that you attract is basically what is going on in your own internal worlds. So what are you avoiding? What are you not working on? What are you not healing? Yeah, because what you don't heal, what you don't work on, you'll continue to attract the same thing over and over and over again. So I feel like some of you guys are caught in some sort of karmic pattern here. And I feel like this is a weekend or even moving forward, this is something that you're trying to deal with. This is something that you're trying to work on healing here, right? So let's see. That does it for Gemini. Let's do Alex here. Alex. So Alex wants to know, what can he look forward to? Okay. What messages do we have for Alex? Tell about Alex here. What does Alex need to look forward to? What does Alex need to look forward to? What does Alex need to look forward to? If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, a deeper personal reading with me, I am running a sale for June off my website. Okay. So the sale does end at the end of June. Okay. So what messages do we have for Alex? What can Alex look forward to? Okay. Anything that comes out, Alex, is for your highest good. Yeah. Just believe that. So we have the 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Do you have a tendency to live in the past a lot? It's almost like I feel like you're, Six of Cups and Seven of Cups constantly romanticizing about the past here, okay? Or that maybe you're always in this deep state of confusion, or that you feel very nostalgic that, hey, when I was a kid, everything was a lot easier. Everything was kind of like, all, like rainbows and unicorns and butterflies shooting out your ass. I don't know if you live your life that way too, where you may have a hard time grounding yourself or just staying in reality. I also feel like I don't know if you have a tendency to avoid. Like you might be an avoidant, so I feel like the difficult stuff that you've been through, I feel like you have a hard time facing it. And I feel like you may have a tendency to escape to La La Land. And I feel like the message here is that what you need to look forward to is that you need to work on grounding yourself. Yeah. Learn from the past, but not live in it. Yeah. Learn from the past, but not live in it. Let's see what else we have. So I feel like what you need to look forward to is self-work. Yeah, it's self-work. It's the inner work. It's a deep inner work. Let's see what else we have. Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a representation of stress and anxiety. Okay. So I feel like this is about regulating your physical body, regulating your mind, regulating your emotions here, because I feel like it's kind of out of whack. Yeah. It's almost like I feel like with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords, I feel like you're losing your mind or something like that, or that you're just in a constant state of confusion. It's interesting because what people need to learn to do is to be able to learn to self-regulate and not rely on someone else to regulate for us. So I feel like what you need to work on here moving forward is to improve your own dependency issues. Yeah, because I'm getting codependency here. So I feel like, obviously there's two sides to the coin here. So anything that's coming up here, it's not a negative thing. It's just to make you realize that, hey, there's something going on here. There's something that you need to work on and fix so that the karma that you're experiencing could shift here. Okay. So I'm going to pull three more. The Four of Pentacles. I feel like you hold on to a lot. I feel like you have a hard time letting go. I feel like you have a hard time letting go of the past here. When you have a hard time letting go of the past, you sabotage yourself from the good things that are coming into your life. So it's so important, even as I went through the last 5 days, is to face your shadow. When you don't face the shadow, when you don't face the darkness, you won't experience the light. There's no possible way that could happen. Yeah. Um, when you're always like all light, all positivity, positive vibes, this is something that drives me crazy because what essentially is happening is that you're spiritually bypassing your own direct experience by completely blocking out the negative. When you don't face the negative, when you don't face the dark, you can't experience the good. Yeah. Uh, so I feel like there's a lot of things that you need to work on here. I do feel like you have a tendency to avoid. Yeah, I do feel like you have a tendency to avoid. And when you avoid, you actually self-sabotage. Yeah, toxic positivity, exactly. It's called spiritual bypassing in the spiritual community. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, I do believe that what you can look forward to at this time, okay, is to really truly reconnect with yourself on a deep spiritual and emotional level here. Because I feel like the ego is coming into play here. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like I know best. I know best. I know everything. You know, I know what's best for me. And sometimes we don't know what's best for us. And in this community that I have created, it's a safe space for you to express yourself, to be yourself, but to also open yourself up in a way where there is a possibility for you to overcome this only if you want it, because it's not going to happen if you don't want it. You're just going to repeat the same patterns again, right? But I feel like this is regarding some sort of yeah, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like you have deep shame for yourself. Yeah, deep shame, deep regret, where I feel like the healing medicine is in this. Yeah, so you have to face it. Yeah, in order for you to move on and heal from this, is to come to terms and make peace with your past. If you don't make peace with your past, you're bound to repeat the same patterns again. So this is about really kind of like This message that's coming through, it's more of a wake-up call here. Yeah. And I feel like any reading that comes through, it's to really truly open our eyes and bring us to a place of r- realizing something that we're not seeing. Okay. So I do hope I hope that that was helpful for you. All right. So let's see. Cancer. Cancer. What messages do we have for Cancer? Tell about Cancer here. What's coming for Cancer this weekend? You don't know how to start. So it sounds to me you do want to heal, but you don't know. Yeah. So start with yourself first. Ask yourself what you need in order for you to improve yourself. Yeah. Start with yourself. Yeah. I do feel like you're looking on the outside, and the outside is not going to help you. There's no possible way the outside could help you. You only can help yourself. Nobody can help you. I don't know. I feel like maybe you've come to me like on this platform probably for the last year. And I do believe that, from my interaction with you on this platform, I feel like the same thing keeps coming up over and over and over again. Yeah. And I feel like there's no shame in asking for someone for help. Like, I feel like if you don't know where to start, if you don't really know how to navigate through this, talk to a therapist. There's no shame in that. We all need help. I need help. I talk to a therapist from time to time. I don't have everything figured out. I don't. I still have a lot of learning to do. I'm human. Okay. But start with being open to asking someone for help. If you don't know how to navigate, if you don't have the answers, there's no shame in asking someone for help. Start. Start there. Yeah, start with yourself. Ask yourself what you need, in order for you to achieve your own personal goals for yourself. If you don't have the answer to that, talk to a therapist, talk to an energy worker, talk to a spiritual advisor, because I feel like you don't have the tools. Yeah, you do not have the tools. And if you continue down this rate, I hate to say it, you will continue to attract the same thing over and over and over again until you completely shift how you operate. Yeah, basically, this is your framework. Yeah, this is your framework on how you operate yourself, how you do your day to day, how you interact with other people, how you handle yourself, how you deal with yourself. Yeah, but there's no shame. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of shame that you haven't worked through yet. Yeah, you have a lot of shame that you haven't worked through. There's a lot of resources out there that can help you. Be open to that. They're not there to harm you. Yeah, they're there to hold a safe space for you to actually work through your problems. Yeah. So, really try to do things differently. Because, like I said, I feel like you know it all, but you don't know it all. Yeah, sometimes you have to know your place in life where sometimes I feel like in certain situations, you have to listen to the people that have more experience in this area than you do. Because I feel like you don't have, I've been doing this for over 10 years. Yeah. The healing, the healing work. Uh, in the last 5 years, I actually applied it to creating you know, this platform, this community. But I've seen this before. Just just the ego is taking over where like an individual just knows everything, knows what they're talking about, but then they're clueless because they know what they're talking about, but they're actually not applying it to themselves. Yeah, sometimes people just talk. People just use the buzzwords, and I could see why you do the work that you do. Yeah, the pageant stuff. It's almost performative. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like you want to fit in, but also at the same time, I feel like you don't know where you fit in because there's a lack of sense of self, because you're always searching for that validation from the outside. Like, I feel like you don't really know yourself. Maybe you know yourself to a degree. I do believe that you know yourself to a degree, but you don't deeply know yourself because you don't have that personal relationship with yourself because you keep looking on the outside for that validation, right? Yeah, nobody can make you happy but yourself. Once you are happy with yourself, that is when you attract that. Does that make sense? It's a basic principle, but people can't even wrap their minds around it because of the programming that we experience growing up. Yeah, you've been programmed this way to think that way. And this is not who you are. Yeah, this is a way that you learned to cope with your traumas. That is not who you are. Yeah, who you are comes from your deep higher self, your inner self. This whole outside this, all the whole anything on the outside, it's actually just an illusion. Yeah, an illusion that we create in our mind because of the traumas that we experience in life. Yeah, we create our own narrative because of the traumas that we experience. So if you could surrender your ego and let go of your ego and just put that to the side and just listen and really completely shift your inner world, things would change for you in a positive way. Yeah. Life, if we're looking for that change, if we truly want that change, if we really truly love ourselves and respect ourselves, we would do it for ourselves. Yeah. But I feel like you're not there yet. Yeah. There's something with the ego here. Yeah. And the ego could destroy everything. Yeah. If you allow that ego to overtake you. Okay. The ego is a survival mechanism. It's fight or flight, right? So you may sense everything as a threat when it's not. So when you get into that space, you ask yourself, okay, what's threatening? What is threatening you around you? Yeah, always have to check in with yourself and ask yourself these questions. If you don't know the answer, then put a pin in it and take some time to figure it out. Journal, write. But I feel like there's definitely a lack of sense of self that is creating these unhealthy patterns that you're in. And the only person that could break that is you. And like I said, there's no shame. There's no shame in actually reaching out to someone for help. I hope he's still here because I just saw something the other day at a store. It wrote, what did it say? I'm going to pull it up on my Instagram because I feel like, when someone is not self aware, the truth can really hurt, right? But what the truth really does is really pisses us off. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to I saw this the other day. Yeah, it says, yeah, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Yeah. So I feel like this is about you having a hard time accepting the truth. Yeah, just yeah, this is about being truthful and authentic in your own experience. When you're not truthful and authentic in your own experience and you surround yourself with people and people see that, people are not going to take you seriously. That's why I feel like that's how you get into the situations that you get into because you don't take yourself seriously. You give yourself too much rope to hang yourself and you believe it's okay, but when it's really not because it's a fight or flight mechanism. You know what I mean? So I highly recommend Alex, be open to receiving help from somebody else because I do believe that you need it. We all need it. I'm not just singling you out. We all need to work on ourselves because we do have our own shadows that we need to work with. Okay. So sorry, I went on a tangent. I just feel called sometimes to really just, help everyone because I feel like everyone could relate to this because we've all been through it to a degree. Yeah. Some has it worse than others. Some have it easy than others. We all have different experiences, right? So I feel like having a community like this, to lean on a community like this, gives you that support in order for you to overcome this, right? There are people that care about you and love you, and you have to believe that because I feel like you don't believe that yourself. Yeah, no one's out to get you, no one's out to, harm you, but you feel threatened all the time, and that is what you will bring in. Yeah, if you feel like you're on constant threat, you're on constant defense, you know, that is what you will attract. So you have to work on yourself and come to the place of letting go the ego, okay? And really truly sitting calmly and listening, okay? Because active listening can really help you here and learn from the people that have more experience than you, okay? Because we all have teachers in life. We have many teachers, okay? So if you could sit and listen, I feel like that would really help you. I feel like also you feel like you're not being heard. And when you feel like you're not being heard, it's actually the other way around. Maybe you have a hard time listening to people. It's basically a reflection of what's going on in your world. You're like, no one listens to me. Why doesn't anyone listen to me? You got to ask yourself, are you listening to others? Yeah, because it comes from you first. Just keep in mind, anything that happens in your world that's chaotic, it's being projected out there, right? So, yeah. Okay, Alex, you got your bang for 20 bucks. That was like a deep personal reading on a public platform. But you have to take charge of your life. You have to take responsibility for your life. The responsibility does not lie in other people. Okay? Well, that's all I have to say. So let's do Leo here. I need to take this off. Hold on. I just need, there we go. Alex, feel free to reach out to me if you ever want to talk. Yeah, go to my Instagram page. Yeah, if you anytime if you want to talk, I am open to opening that space up for you to chat. Yeah, because I feel like at this point I feel like you really, 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 really need it. Yeah, and I feel like you're trying to search for answers, and I feel like you just don't really know where the answers lie. Okay, so feel free to reach out to me. All right. My Instagram is in the description box below. All right. So let's do Leo here. Okay, so Leo, what's coming in for Leo this weekend? What's coming in for Leo this weekend? What's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo, Leo, Leo? What's coming in for Leo this weekend, Leo? You're welcome. Alex, feel free to reach out, really. I really am offering you that space, offering you support here. And, it's not really coming from a place of judgment. Just know that. It's really coming from a place of love and compassion. Okay? So, and yeah, I would love to, give you like a, cyber hug. But yeah, just be open to chatting with me on a deeper level. And I feel like maybe, we could start there and just see where, you know, what we could come up with to get you the support that you need. Okay. So, Leo, what's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo for this weekend? I already did Cancer. Cancer is at 30-40, Sherry, I think. Yeah, did I do Cancer, you guys? Did I do Cancer? Oh, no, I didn't do Cancer. You know why? Yeah, I went on a tangent after. So I did Gemini, I did Alex. Okay, we're gonna do Cancer. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for helping me with that. Great. Thank you so much. Okay. Cancer's in the house. I'm a Cancer rising, you guys. Okay, so Cancer. What's coming in for Cancer this weekend? 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 What is coming in for Cancer this weekend? So we have the Emperor, Aries energy here. Nine of Wands here. That's really interesting. Okay, so I feel like just point blank here, plain and simple. I feel like you guys need a lot of rest, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like you guys are burnt out. Some of you guys may own your own businesses here and that you guys have been doing a lot recently, doing a lot lately, okay? I just feel like this weekend that's coming for you, I just feel like you just need rest. Just rest, okay? Just rest, sleep in, meditate, go to the spa, okay? Just relax, okay? Yeah, Knight of Wands, yeah, just kind of like real, like I feel like I feel like what I'm hearing is unplug. Yeah, because I feel like someone here, like, I feel like someone is just constantly doing something. You know, I feel like someone is just not resting. I feel like this is like me. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this live and I'm not doing my usual 12 signs today. And I need to rest. Yeah, I need to rest after what I've came off of the last 5 days. I just need to rest. So like I said, I'm probably not going to be posting until Sunday. Okay, I just need a few days, and I really need to allow myself just to rest because I don't get enough rest. So I could totally relate to this reading. And I'm an Aries sun. I'm a Cancer rising. So let's see. Don't get me wrong, I love to work, you guys. It's my favorite thing to do because this is something that I'm so passionate about. But some of you guys do reach out to me and say, hey, Gary, you do need to rest. And you're right. And I'm just being stubborn. I'm being stubborn. Okay. So with the Knight of Pentacles here, and also, yeah, just rest. Just rest. Yeah. I feel like one of the things I'm getting here, the Knight of Wands, when I see a lot of knights, I feel like, some of you are just busy, like a busybody. Like some of you can't sit down, some of you just can't relax. What they need to do next. It's kind of like their schedule's packed and stuff like that. Just rest. Yeah, don't do anything. Don't even hang out with friends. Just rest. Just lay naked in your bed or something like that. Just rest. Rest, rest, rest. Because you guys are doing a lot. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Hangman here. Rest. This is just a really clear message. I'm gonna pull two more here and just see what else we have here. Yeah, I feel like this is a message of resting here. Yeah, look, Cancer, I feel like you can't help yourself. It's just like I feel like I could so relate to this reading. Like I just can't help myself. Like I'm always like, doing something. Yeah, but I need to rest. This is a good reminder for me. This is a good reminder for me. Yeah, just rest. Also take some time out to reflect, with yourself, sit with yourself for a little bit. And yeah, that's so true. I really haven't done that enough. And I feel like being in Copenhagen gave me the opportunity to kind of like slow down a little bit and work on myself. And I feel like I haven't done that enough. So I really thank Copenhagen for that, really. Yeah, it was so difficult. It was so hard, but ah, good thing I got through it and I learned and got a lot out of it. Okay. Okay, so so I got a payment for Luke Daniel. Okay, Luke Daniel, can you post your question and I'll do your question right after Leo. Okay? So 47. Okay, so Leo, what messages do we have for Leo? What's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo? What's coming in for Leo? Totally, totally, totally. I agree with you guys. And I need to do that more. I really need to do that more. I mean, I came from a hustle culture. I grew up in New York City. Everyone hustles like crazy. And yeah, I totally agree. I just need to rest sometime. Yeah. Oh, so Leo, what's coming for Leo? Yeah, Luke, if you could post your question, I'm going to do your question next. Okay, Leo, what's coming for Leo this weekend? So the Nine of Wands here. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Kind of similar to Cancer's reading. Two of Pentacles, I feel like this is a weekend. I feel like you're juggling a lot. But I feel like with the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, relax. Breath, Leo. Some of you guys could be feeling really amped up. Yeah, some of you guys could be feeling really amped up this weekend here. Like, I feel like your energy may be a bit intense, okay? It doesn't have to be you. It could be like, someone in and around you too, okay? So let's see. Eight of Cups. I feel like you're going for something better here. Are you guys transitioning out of a job or something like that? Yeah, it seems like you're going towards something better or that you guys have some plans of trying to make your work situation better. So I don't know if you guys this weekend if you guys are pondering something about your work situation. It's not really showing here, but I feel like more so I feel like you're not getting what you want or not, you're not getting something out of your work situation here. And that you're trying to transition or that you're trying to move towards something better here by standing up for yourself, by defending what you want or defending what you deserve here. Let's see. So I feel like some of you guys could be like, okay, Monday morning, I'm just gonna go ahead and, go ask for what I want here and what I need. Okay. We do have the Emperor here, Aries energy, and the Two of Cups. This is really interesting. Why is the Two of Cups here? This is really interesting. I do feel like this weekend here, I feel like in the area of romance here, I do believe that there is a man. This is very specific. I do feel like this is a man that is wanting to take things to the next level here with you. Okay. So whoever this is, this person may be ready to commit to you. Let's say if you guys have been dating, you guys are kind of like this friend zone here. Like I feel like this person wants to be committed. Okay. But also I feel like I said, I feel like you guys are trying to plan something here with your work situation. Like you're not getting something that you want out of it, and you feel like you want more. So Monday morning is kind of like you're going over the game plan of, what you want or what you're looking for. Okay. So that does it for Leo. Okay. So we have Luke. Okay. So Luke is at 5105. Okay, Luke. When is Jonathan reaching out? I've seen his name pop up. I've seen his name 4 times in the past 2 days. I feel like I'm getting signs, or it's just okay. When is Jonathan reaching out? When is Jonathan reaching out? When is Jonathan reaching out? What messages do we have for Jonathan? What messages do we have for John? Not not Jonathan. For Luke. What messages do we have for Luke? What messages do we have for Luke? When is Jonathan reaching out? 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 Okay. You're welcome, Lila. He might be reaching out soon with an apology here, it seems like, or with an offer. We do have the Page of Pentacles here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It does seem like there's an energy. Just keep in mind, Luke, even if right now he's thinking about it and feeling it, that he wants to come forward here and speak with you, just keep in mind sometimes it might not happen. Okay. Because, just from my own personal experience, like in 2019, when I broke up with someone, I did get a reading and I was told that he's going to come back in a few months. And basically, he never did. He moved on to somebody else. He may think it, he may feel it, but sometimes circumstances can keep someone from coming back. So I don't want to give you false hope. So I just wanted to let you know that. But in this very moment, right now, he does want to come back. He does want to apologize. He does want to manifest here with you. Okay. And I feel like this may happen pretty soon here. Yeah, it seems like he wants to take a huge leap of faith here. He gets bored really easily, though. That's the thing. I don't feel like he will be offering you. I feel like he will not be able to give you what you're looking for. Yeah, he's always looking for the next best thing here. So I feel like yeah, I heard don't be fooled again. So if he does come back around, you may be getting the same thing that you got while you were with him. So just be careful with that. So it's kind of like, you know, take it for face value. Basically, what he has shown you, that is basically who he is. I really don't feel like he's gonna really make a whole ton of changes where he will try and make things really fabulous with you. So yeah. Hey Ellie or Eli, Devante, welcome. Nice to see you guys. And let's kind of truck forward. Virgo. Virgo. What messages do we have for Virgo? How about Virgo here? Oh, what's coming for Virgo this weekend? So we have the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I don't know if you're making plans to communicate with somebody here, or somebody who's trying to make plans to communicate with you. But I feel like someone here is rushing with some sort of communication here. Okay. This is really interesting. One of the things I'm getting here is I feel like this weekend, I feel like someone here could be making kind of like a weekend getaway. I see mountains and I see a lake. Okay. I don't know if some of you guys live in like the Northeast or New England or something like that, but I feel like some of you guys could be spending some time up there, even somewhere in the woods in like Canada. So I don't know if you guys are going across the border to go to Canada. But yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like a solo thing that you guys are doing here. Like it's kind of like I feel like someone here really needs this. Let's see what else we have. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. All these are court cards, you guys. So I don't know if you need some time out to decompress, to hit the reset button here, but I feel like you guys are trying to plan something out here. Like something is starting here, okay? So I don't know if there's a new beginning that's happening here in your work, or that there's a new beginning in your relationships here, or that in general you just want a new beginning here. All right. Victoria, I was just in Copenhagen. Why did I not see you there? I was in Copenhagen for like 5 days, but I after Bali, I think I might go back there because I loved it. Yeah. Victoria, what part of Copenhagen are you in? I was staying 5 minutes from Copenhagen, the town. I was staying at Nightwalk Hills Resort. Oh, please, like it, please, what if I do go back to Copenhagen, it would be nice to connect with someone from my community. So feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram, okay? So that we could talk and stuff like that. But oh, okay. Yeah, I rented a motorbike. I was driving around everywhere. I spent a lot of time at Zen Beach. Yeah, but it was really great. I want to go back. I want to go back with the strength card here. So the five of swords and the strength card. Okay. Okay. This is really interesting here because I feel like right now, in this very moment here, Virgo, I feel like you guys are trying to work on yourselves right now. Yeah, I feel like you guys are trying to work on yourselves. So, like I said, it could be that there is someone here reaching out to you with communication, trying to win you back here, but I feel like this more so has to do with you than anybody else here. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I feel like you guys are trying to start something here. So, like I said, I feel like some of you guys are trying to take some time out to reset here to figure out this new beginning that you guys are trying to start here. But I feel like you guys could be second guessing yourselves. Okay. Thing is like nothing is perfect, you know? Even what we create cannot be perfect, perfect, perfect. So just allow the process to work itself out here, Virgo. Okay. So that's it for Virgo. Did anyone else send me payment? I'm just gonna check here. 1 second. So no. Okay. So let's do Libra here. Guys, this was a really great live. If you guys could all drop a like and say hello, that'd be much appreciated. So what messages do we have here for Libra? What's coming in for Libra? What's coming in for Libra this weekend? What is coming in towards Libra this weekend? What is coming towards Libra this weekend? What's coming towards Libra this weekend? What's coming towards Libra this weekend? You're welcome, Tina's truth. Ace of Swords here. Breakthroughs. Mental clarity is coming in. With Seven of Swords. We also have the Eight of Swords. Wow, all swords here. So some of you guys could be having some sort of major breakthrough, breaking free from this mental prison that you've been in, maybe breaking free of self-sabotage here. But I feel like you guys are this weekend, Libra. I feel like you guys are heavily on your mind, thinking about something here, worried about something. I almost get the feeling like you're worried about something here because I feel like you didn't see it coming. It's kind of like, oh fuck, you know? It's kind of like what? Let's see. Knight of Wands here. Four Cups. Libra, I'm gonna let you know something here. This is something that came out of left field this weekend here. Somebody here is gonna ask you for help. Whoever this is, this person needs a lot of help here. The thing I feel like you need to be careful with this person here because I feel like this is an individual here that is unable, not capable of taking responsibility for themselves here. Now, I feel like you need to use your discernment here, trust your intuition. Seems like someone here is coming back looking for something here. Okay, they're looking for your help. So I don't know if this person does not have a home or something like that, or this person does not have money, but this person is looking for your help and I feel like you're worried. Yeah, you're worried about this person. King of Cups here. Eight of Pentacles. Seems like someone here is trying to put in some sort of effort here regarding a relationship. I would be careful with this person here. I feel like this person can't be trusted. Yeah. At this point here. if this person does come back to you, Libra, uh, to be quite honest here, Libra, I feel like you're gonna get really frustrated with this person. I don't know why. I'm getting a feeling that this person's living with you or that this person will live with you for a little bit. And this person's gonna piss you off here. Yeah, this person's gonna piss you off. This person's too much work. This person emotionally is too much. Yeah. This person's way too much. You're like, you feel like you won't be able to handle this person, or that you may be seeing a side of this person here that you may not have ever seen before, and I feel like it may make you feel very uncomfortable with this person being in your space at this time. I don't feel like this person, yeah, this person's is not at a great mental space right now with the Two of Swords here, Libra. Yeah, this person, make a wish, 11:11. Hey, it's 11:11 here too, but in the morning. Yeah. Awesome, Lila. Let's see. Two of Cups. Okay, so this is what's happening here. This person may have experienced a breakup here from their partner, okay? And I feel like this is an individual here that may be coming to you to live with you here, and that you didn't expect that. Yeah. Like, I just feel like this person needs a place to crash, and you're gonna be like, okay. You're kind of like, hesitating, but you're gonna allow this person to stay. But I feel like this person may piss you off. That's something really specific. Yeah. So hi Tess. Let's move on to Scorpio. So 10140. All right. So what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio. What messages do we have for Scorpio? What's coming in for Scorpio this weekend? So you guys, just a quick reminder, I'm not doing the regular 12 signs post today. Yeah, which is your guys' morning, okay? I'm just kind of like taking a little bit of a break because when I record all the 12 separate individual signs, it's a lot of labor work. Yeah. So what messages do we have for Scorpio? What's coming in for Scorpio this weekend? 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 Tell me more about Scorpio. More about Scorpio here. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands here. This is a weekend where I feel like guys may be having some sort of light bulb moment here. Seems like there's a new beginning here. Oh, Ace of Pentacles, new energies are coming in for you guys this weekend, especially in the area of career and your finances here. Okay. Um, So yeah, you guys could be starting something new here, and I feel like it's really positive here because whatever you're starting here, Scorpio, I do feel like it's gonna work out. Yeah, I do feel like it's gonna work out. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, I feel like this is a weekend where I feel like you guys are feeling very happy and joyful. We do have the Sun card here. Yeah, we do have the Sun card here. I don't know why I'm getting this here. Um, let's see. So I feel like this is like in a family situation, or it could be like, with your partner. Let's say if I'm reading for a man here, your girlfriend, your wife might be pregnant, okay? Or that there's a family member here that could be getting pregnant here, or that there's news about a pregnancy here. A baby shower. I'm getting baby shower here. Okay. So with the Five of Swords here, so I thought it'd be Bobby. A baby shower could be happening this weekend, or that it could be happening within the next week here. Okay. We do have the Five of Swords here and the Four of Pentacles, and also we have the Ten of Swords. Very interesting. Wow, Scorpio. I feel like you guys are about to take a huge leap of faith here. It's not really showing though. But I feel like there's a situation here, especially in your work area, where I feel like there was an ultimatum here. Okay. It's kind of like, hey, if you don't pay me $25,000 a year, I'm out of here. So I feel like some of you guys are looking for like a 20% boost in your income. Okay. This is just an example. Not that you guys make like a lot of money or something like that. Maybe some of you guys are, but just apply this to your own unique situation. You guys are not getting something that you want from work. And I feel like if they don't give it to you, I feel like you guys have enough money, enough savings here to start your own business here. Okay. And I do feel like this business that you're starting here will lead to your happiness and your joy and your fulfillment here. So some of you guys could be deciding to end your work situation here. It's kind of like, hey, I've been here for so long. I've been, been getting paid the same thing. There's no growth. There's no expansion. There's no increase in pay here, and that you guys could be moving on here. Okay, so that does it for the Scorpios here. Moving on to Sagittarius. What do we have for Sag? Your ex is a Scorpio, Victoria. Victoria, where are you originally from, if you don't mind me asking? What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Really? Yikes. We have the moon. Well, the moon is a representation of like, secret, your shadow side, illusions, okay? Fantasy here. So this is really interesting because I almost get the feeling that with the moon card here and the five of wands, somebody is like really frustrated with themselves. Yeah, somebody is like really frustrated with themselves. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, there's some sort of frustration here. The sun. Whoa. So we have the moon and then the sun coming out here. So some here might be experiencing some sort of big revelation here. Okay. Maybe within yourself or within themselves here, but something is coming to the surface here. And what's being brought up to the surface here is sort of like bringing into light, or something is being revealed here. It's almost like I feel like some here didn't realize that they had so much anger. Now, you could be realizing this, or that there's someone in around you that could be realizing this here, Sagittarius. We have the High Priestess again. So this is about, secrets, intuition here. So I feel like with the High Priestess here, let me see. High Priestess, King of Swords here. I really feel like someone here is like connecting with their shadow here, connecting with their intuition here this weekend. Yeah, this is really interesting because I feel like this is a weekend where I feel like someone here is like having like I feel like someone here is having at it with themselves here. And the Page of Wands. So why is it Page of Wands? This is really interesting, Sagittarius. I feel like some of you guys could be doing some deep inner work this weekend. And not just by yourself, but I feel like with somebody else here. Okay. Something that has to do with healing work here. All right. So I don't know if you guys are working with an energy worker this weekend or something like that, or that you guys are going to some sort of retreat, some sort of meditation retreat. But I feel like some sort of shadow is being revealed here, or that the shadow that you've been holding on to, I feel like this is something that you're releasing or that you're letting go here. And I feel like this is basically you doing it for your highest good here or for your higher self here. Okay, so I do feel like some of you guys have been working on your inner child healing here. Okay, with the Page of Wands. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of personal work that you could be doing here. It could be that you're working together with others, or that you're doing it by yourself. All right. So Sagittarius, I hope that this is helpful. Well, I mean, Jessica, I mean, sometimes it's just part of the reading. Yeah. I mean, yeah, take it or leave it. I don't know. You're from Canada, okay. And how long have you been living in Copenhagen for? Born in England. I mean, I was only in Copenhagen for like 5 days. I fell in love with the place. You're a Capricorn. Ah. Well, usually, hey, Julie, I will be in Bali in like a week. Yeah, I don't know where I'm staying. My sister's gonna plan that out for me because she lives there. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be meeting a lot of new people, especially in Bali. Yeah, lots of new people. So you guys have three more to do. Let's get these three signs done. So that for those of you guys are in. Do you know my sister? Maybe you've seen my sister. Hey, Kathy, come here. Kathy, there's someone from Bali here on my live feed. And I was wondering, hey, come here, Kathy. Julie, do you know her?
Julie who?
That is this Julie Ash by Media.
Where do you live, Julie?
She's in,
Canggu?
yeah, and she was in, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm Uluwatu based.
She's in Uluwatu, but you might have seen her maybe somewhere, maybe passing by. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, first I know Uluwatu best, then Ubud next.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I told her that we were gonna,
I don't think we met.
okay.
Well,
Yeah, I told her that we are gonna be in Bali in like a week.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be traveling around Bali. Maybe we can
Meet up.
have a coconut.
Yeah, meet up because I want to meet new people, new spiritual people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah, let's meet up. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Demario, yeah, send your payment, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, let me do Capricorn. Demario, send your payment, and then when I get the payment, I'll do your question, okay? So let's do Capricorn here. Oh, yeah, email me. We'll talk, okay? So what messages do we have for Capricorn? Yeah. What messages do we have for Capricorn? What messages do we have for Capricorn? What is coming for Capricorn this weekend? What is coming for Capricorn this weekend? What is coming for Capricorn this weekend? So Capricorn, we do have the Ten of Wands here. Okay. So it seems like this weekend you're feeling burdened by something. Or it could be that it's your own burdens that you could be dealing with here. Oh, you guys have a lot on your shoulders right now. Some of you guys may own your own businesses here. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys are just dealing with a lot at this time. I heard putting out fires. Yeah, so I feel like there's just a lot that you're dealing with here, where I feel like you may be trying to put out fires here. You're trying to take care of some stuff. You're trying to close out things here. Um, yeah, so I feel like this weekend you're dealing with a lot. Let's see what else we have. You may be feeling like there's a fire sign that you're dealing with here. You may feel like this person's a burden here, or that they may have fire energy in their chart. Okay, so I feel like you guys are dealing with financial burdens here. Now, it doesn't have to be you. It could be that there's someone in and around you here that could be dealing with financial burdens here, Capricorn. Let's see what else we have. King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Lots of masculine energy coming through here. Justice, Libra energy. One more. Ah. If you guys are dealing with someone in romance here, let's say if you've been already dealing with this person for a while here, I do believe with the Ace of Cups here, I do believe that there is someone here that's in love with you. Okay. Now, I feel like if you guys have been holding on to a burden, which is another person, I feel like once you release this person, I do feel like new love could be coming in, or that new love could is being placed in your orbit here. But I do feel like you need to clear out the karma, or that you need to clear out the karmic that you have been dealing with here in order for this to come in. Scorpio, not Scorpio, Capricorn. Victoria, I feel like I'm connecting with your Scorpio. And no Scorpio energy came out. That's so funny. So, hi, Miss Washington. So let's move on to Aquarius here. Okay, so what messages do we have for Aquarius? Oh gosh, I forgot to change the banner. This is not good. I keep forgetting. Like, I have to be better at that. All right. No, no, I just did it. I just did Capricorn. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. All right, what messages do we have for Aquarius? What messages do we have for Aquarius? How about Aquarius here? What messages do we have for Aquarius? How about Aquarius here? How about Aquarius? What's coming for Aquarius this weekend? So we have the Hangman, facing an energy. The World. Okay. I do believe with the World card here and the Hangman, I feel like there's something that you need to let go in order for a cycle to close out here. Okay. There's something that you're not really surrendering to, or that you're having a difficult time surrendering. All right. So we have the Hangman and the Queen, but not the Queen. That World card. I had to cover the card. I'm sorry. I got in trouble recently for a video that one of the videos that showed nudity on the card. So I'm trying my best to cover up the nudity. Let's see. Knight of Swords here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And also we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. Some of you guys are really stressed out about something here this weekend. It's almost like I feel like the energy that's coming through is so chaotic here, especially in someone's mind. Yes, I feel like someone's mind is not really calm here. Yeah, it's very chaotic and it's creating a lot of stress for somebody. Now this could be with somebody else. Hi Doris. So we have the Knight of Swords here and the Nine of Swords here. What else do we have? What else do we have here for Aquarius? So we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. There's something that ended here, but I feel like someone here is having a hard time coming to terms with it. And I feel like Spirit is saying that, hey, if you do let go, that pressure that you have in your head, because I feel like someone here is getting a lot of headaches here, that pressure could be released if you could surrender and let go. But someone here is not letting go here. Yeah. If you don't let go, the energy that stays stagnant in your physiology, in your body, it could manifest in different ways, either in your head, either it could be in your whole physical body, or it could be in your stomach, your pelvis. Some of you guys are feeling a lot of pain here. This is about letting go. Yeah. This is about letting go of your own suffering here. Uh, so I don't know if you guys have a tendency to create narratives that where you guys are, sometimes the suffering that we experience is self-inflicted here. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're being asked to let go. I feel like you're being asked to let go. So that does it for Aquarius. Did I get a payment from somebody here? No, I didn't. I don't really know what happened to Demario. Yeah. So let's do last but not least, Pisces. Oh, hey, Kathy. The laundry is done. I haven't gotten a chance to open it. Okay, Pisces. 30. Okay. So yeah, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, that'd be amazing. If you guys could also follow my partner's YouTube channel, Adam's Consciousness Code, that would be amazing. Let's see. Let's do Pisces. What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? What's coming in for Pisces this weekend? What's coming in for Pisces this weekend? What is coming in for Pisces this weekend? Also, I'm still taking one question readings for $20 on Cash App, you guys. So if you guys are interested, send your payment. Yeah. Let's see. Pisces. Ace of Cups. New energies and love is coming for you guys, Pisces. King of Swords. Oh, someone is about to profess their love to you if you've been dealing with someone. King of Swords and the Ace of Cups could be dealing with the air sign. Doesn't have to specifically be air sun, but they could have it anywhere in their chart. Okay. So the Ace of Cups here, the King of Swords. Also, we have the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Six of, yeah, someone here is about to pour their heart and soul out to you. Yeah, someone here is about to pour their heart and soul out to you. Yeah, whoever this is, I feel like someone here is just, you know, opening up to you emotionally here. Yeah, they're opening up to you emotionally. Let's see what else we have. It's Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So I'm also getting like energy of feeling like, hey, just be careful with this energy. I just heard I'm nothing without you. So this person may rely on you heavily for support here. Okay. It could be in finances here. So make sure you draw the line in the sand. All right. Have your contract ready. Yeah. Make sure you look back at your own personal contract of what you could deal with in a relationship. Okay. Because if you have that contract, this is a contract that you don't betray. So it could be, this is just an example. The contract is, hey, I'm never going to financially support anybody here, and I feel like you have to maintain your own contract for your own integrity. Okay, so don't betray yourself. Let's say somebody here financially is not doing well and you go ahead and support this person financially, it creates like an imbalance in the energies here. And you don't want that to happen because when that happens, the resentment can build. We have the Kings of Queen of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Somebody is coming back around trying to apologize here. There's some sort of imbalance in finances here that may have caused the separation here because I'm getting separation. There was an imbalance in finances here where I feel like someone here was putting out more. Okay. Maybe someone here was the relationship financially, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually here too. Someone here was doing all the work and the other person was not. Okay. And I feel like in this instance, you have to look at both sides of the coin here because it does also affect the other person that's also not giving here too. Okay. So do some research on that. Yeah, look up basically like what can happen if someone over gives, and then what happens to the other person that's not give. Right. So yeah, I do feel I'm starting to feel like this is not really new energies. Maybe there is new energies coming in for you. Okay. But more so I'm feeling like there was some issue regarding money here. Okay, and that it created an imbalance in your guys' relationship. Yeah, in order to understand this dynamic, you have to understand both sides of the coin, where the one person's giving a lot, what's happening there, and also the other person that's not giving, what's happening there. Okay, so that does it for the Pisces. Let me see if someone here sent me payment because I think I was waiting for someone here to send me payment. Uh, is there anybody else? Hold on, I'm just is Catrice here? Is Catrice just sent me an email about, hello, Gary, I am inferring in a read or inquiring a read. It shows that you're doing a sale. How do I put the, oh, okay. So, Catrice, two questions here. Do you want the personal reading on Zoom or pre-record, or do you want to do it on a public forum on this? Because if you do join the live, if you do want to do it on the live, just keep in mind that these are quick, short messages. That's no longer than 3 to 5 minutes. All right. And basically, if you're okay with that, you're airing all your dirty laundry out to people. Okay. And the other option is that if you want a more private session, so it's your choice. Pick your poison here. Okay. But the code, you have to enter the code in when you basically pay. Yeah, when you check out, let me just find a code here in the description box. Hold on one second. Yeah, this is the code that you use at checkout. Okay. I'm just gonna email it to her. Hold on one sec. I hope she's still on here. Hi, Catrice. Here is the code you use at checkout. Mhm. Okay, so I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes to see if anybody else is looking for a personal, like a short mini reading here. If not, I'm sure it's getting late in the States for some of you guys, especially for those of you guys, the East Coast and the Midwest folks. Um, you guys also, if you guys can join my channel membership, that'll be much appreciated if you guys can. Hi, Anna. How are you, Anna? Oh, 9:35. So it is. It's like a 12:34 in New York, I guess. It's hard doing personal readings to you guys with the time difference. Like I completely I've this has never happened to me where I completely just mess up and miss like a personal reading. I did that to two people yesterday. And yeah, I felt so bad. I should have basically what happened, I should have blocked off that day because I was traveling the whole day yesterday and I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, nice to see you live on here too, Anna. So anybody else looking for a one question reading, I'm going to stay on here for just a few more minutes. If not, I'm just going to sign off here, you guys. I'm trying to decide whether to come back to the States or not. Because I still kind of want to travel around. I don't really want to go back right now. I'll see. Boom, 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 boom. I wish I could send you money, but I'm struggling at the moment. Okay. Um, that's really interesting because Julie, my sister said the same thing too. No, Ju
As long as the sun's out, yeah, we could do.
I'm from New York, Christine. I'm from New York City. Yeah, I know. Like my sister was telling me a lot about it. Yeah. Actually, like once we're there, like my sister and I and this other girl, we will be doing some sort of ceremony. Yeah. I'm kind of outgrowing New York. I'm gonna keep it as my base, but I can't see myself staying there for too long. It's too much. Next best city. Chicago's a really beautiful city. Hey, if I do come back, maybe I'll go there this summer. I haven't been in Chicago for a very long time. That's what my sister said. Yeah. Kathy, Julie said that, once you get to Bali, you will never want to leave. That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said.
A little bit like a portal. It kind of, yeah. It feels like home. I'm telling you. I mean, you know everything that I feel about Bali. Despite that, it's cheap. The lifestyle is amazing. Like you can
Mhm.
live healthy. I mean,
Yeah,
thing
she says it's cheaper than Thailand.
cheaper than Thailand.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to live there.
yeah. Yeah, Julie says that she feels very nurtured there. Yeah, she said, yeah, it's a spiritual home.
That's Mama Bali. The you're being held kind of feeling. I know what you mean.
Let's see. Does someone send me payment here? Let me take a look. Who? Oh, Catrice. Gotcha. Okay, Catrice, what is your question? Julie, my sister has been telling me about this Mama Bali vortex for a while, and yeah, I don't know how it's gonna affect me, but I feel like it will be very positive. Yeah. Oh, I got your question here. So, Catrice, my question will be, how is Montana's current actions and feelings for me at the moment? Okay, so tell me about Montana. What messages do we have for Catrice regarding Montana? What are his current actions and feelings towards Catrice? What are his current actions and feelings towards Catrice? What are Montana's current actions and feelings towards Catrice? What messages do we have for Catrice regarding Montana? What are Montana's current actions and feelings towards Catrice? Four cups here. I feel like he's sitting in sadness. Yeah, I feel like he's sitting in sadness right now. Four cups. Ten of Swords. Yeah, he's sad about how the way that this relationship ended, and I feel like he's really sorry for how it ended here. Okay, so with the Four Cups and the Ten of Swords. Wow. To be quite honest here, Catrice, I feel like you dodged a huge bullet with this one. Because I feel like this romantic relationship has been really toxic here. You don't need that. Yeah, you don't need that. I do believe that there is definitely narcissistic traits or narcissistic tendencies with this individual. Not that I'm saying this person's full blown and medically, narcissistic, but I do feel like whoever this is an individual here that's very controlling here. It's almost like I feel like if something didn't work out in this person's favor here, I just feel like this person goes like bananas. Yeah, bananas here with the Ace of Pentacles. Seems like he does want a new beginning here, but I feel like that it's I feel like it's I feel like it's control. I feel like this person feels like they lost control of you. Uh, I feel like I feel like this individual here is gonna give you some space here, but eventually I feel like this person may come back around and try this with you again. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna disappoint you here. Yeah, with the 3 of Wands and the Five of Cups. So if you open yourself up and allow yourself and allow this person to come back into your life, I do feel like this person will disappoint you. I do feel like you dodged a huge bullet with this individual here, and I feel like the best thing that you could do for yourself right now at this time here is to try and move forward here. We do have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, so this is showing that this person is someone here who is very, 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 very controlling here. Okay, so just be careful with this individual here, Catrice. I just did Catrice without putting in the timestamp. So let me see, Catrice. I'm gonna put Catrice as 128, I don't know, 15. Well, I've been to Tahiti before. Tahiti's really nice too. Oh, you are in the same space. Wow. I don't know. I feel like, just the way that my sister was explaining how Bali is, I feel like for certain people, I feel like once your contract is being done with like is done with Bali, like I feel like Bali just spits you out, you know? Just from what I heard from her. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it is once I get there. Yeah. It's kind of like you go there, you work through what you have to work through, and then you're kind of out of there. For some people. Yeah. Because I know that some people stay there for a long time or forever. Yeah. Hi, Queen Tiki Tarot. So, you guys, I think I'm just gonna sign off here because it's 11:44 a.m. here, and we're probably gonna get ready to head out to go to lunch and stuff like that, and do a little bit of shopping. Uh, Show a little bit of Bangkok to my sister. Um, I have been to Guam. Yes, I went to Guam in the last time I went, 2014. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Guam was just like another Hawaii. Yeah. Are you talking about what is that? I just got some CNBC news. Not so good. If you out on, oh, okay. Guys, I'm gonna sign off here, okay? I'm gonna post all the timestamps in the comment section below. I'm gonna travel again tomorrow. If I do have the power, I may post videos, but most likely I might just post the videos on Sunday, okay? If anything, I may just come on and do a live again, okay? So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night. Have a great day wherever you guys are, and just don't forget I'm not posting my regular post today. Okay, I'm just gonna take some time off. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.